Whoa, this is a little bit strange because technically this is the first time I've spoken to you since my four month. Hang on. November, December, January, February, March. five 5 month hiatus. However, you're not going to see this podcast first. You're actually going to see the next one that I'm going to record tomorrow as your first podcast since my break. The reason being is I originally had scheduled this podcast to record this tomorrow, and then the one that you've already listened to last time today. But the weather changed, so I changed my schedule a little bit, and tomorrow on Sunday, I'm actually going to the Han River to meet up with my friend and catch up. And I thought, maybe it'll be better if I do my, kind of like a comeback podcast with everything wrapped up nicely after I've spoken to my friend. So that's why I decided to shift the timeline a little bit, and it's having a little bit of trouble wrapping my head around it because I feel like I'm going to say something today that I may or may not have mentioned tomorrow. And if I don't, then it's not going to make sense. But I'm going to do my absolute best. But it feels weird to be recording again. And I will explain about it tomorrow. I mean, yesterday, if you're listening to it. Oof. How am I going to release this? No, one problem at a time. One problem at a time. So basically, today, you already know everything that has happened. Well, future me would be telling you that. You already know that everything that has happened up until now. And today, I actually want to do a test. I know it's not everyone's favorite to do tests, but I don't know. Something about aging makes me want to do different kinds of tests to know more about myself. But also it's because recently I've been kind of stuck in my head for quite a bit, and I can't seem to get out of it. And I just really want to get out of this loop for good. I've always had these, sessions where I kind of just swirl back to my old beliefs and my old comfort zone, or my old just way of thinking. But I know that I shouldn't be there, but it just tugs at me because it's just part of my nature. And I thought about it, how can I break out of this cycle? It's like I try, and as soon as I see progress, I just somehow revert back to the beginning. And that has to do with the temperature theory that we talked about, the upper limit theory that we talked about, episodes ago. I'm aware, like my brain is fully aware, and it's like playing rock, paper, scissors with yourself. I know my next move, and therefore I can predict it, and I overcome it, and I succumb to my bad habits. However, I remember this test. I was talking to my partner teacher, and she had mentioned that years ago, she took this test. It's called the Strengths Finder test. Now, it's not a cheap test. It's also not for free. However, it's comprehensive in the sense that you get to know all your strengths as well as your weaknesses. So I think they listed out like 48 traits that you have, depending on, how you answer the questions and stuff. And they provide you this really, really detailed report of what those traits mean and what are your actions. Like, how should you utilize your strength, or how should you address your weaknesses? So I remember that test. I remember our conversation about it, and I kind of just followed it in the back of my head. Then when I was kind of stuck in this eye of the tornado, I thought about, wait a minute, what if I take this test? And what if I find out what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are? Therefore, I could have a more so concrete solutions to these, how should I call it? It almost feels like, when you fall back into your addictive cycles, that's my rehab. Wait, this is my rehab for my relapses. So today, literally this morning, I decided to go for it. I decided to buy the test. Now in Korea, with the conversion and everything, it comes out to like 82,500 Korean won. I believe if you convert it back to US dollars, about like 62-ish, 63. It is a hefty price for a damn test. So this damn test. Better tell, well, see, you shouldn't go into the test with the expectations that it's going to solve your problem. It should just be this very neutral analysis of who you are and what your talents are as a person. So I thought about it and I mentally prepped myself. I'm having a good day. I'm not particularly stressed today. I just had some Korean fried chicken with taro, so I'm full. I'm also hydrated. I went to work out earlier, and today, actually, let me just tell you about my day. Today I woke up. I wanted to, well, my original plan was that I was going to wake up before the cafe opens, do my laundry, and then leave them on the third floor so that they could dry in the sun. It's really sunny this weekend, so I thought, if they dry in the sun, it's going to be done in a day. Instead of me leaving it in my apartment, it's probably going to take like 2 or 3 days, right? I overslept. Why did I oversleep? Because I was trying to finish my absolute favorite TV series at the moment, The 3-Body Problem. I was down to the last 2 episodes, and I was literally on the commute halfway through episode 7, and I'm like, wait, I want to finish watching this on my bed. So I came home, and I did everything, like just cooling down, what? Winding down. And then when I got to my bed, I was exhausted. I passed out. So when I got up, I didn't even set an alarm, because usually these days I wake up at 7:30 because of my alarm, and also my circadian rhythm has adjusted to my new schedule. But I was so tired, I woke up at like 10. Now, the cafe opens at 10. So I'm already late on schedule. So I didn't get to do my laundry and stuff, but eventually I made my way to my favorite cafe. And then I was there. I was kind of journaling, writing down my thoughts, and that was where I decided to purchase the test. So I purchased the test there, even though I really, really wanted to do it there and then. I was like, wait, no, let's do it later when you're not in such a public place. Because I want to be honest, right? If I'm spending this much money, I want it to be as accurate as possible. I want it to be as unbiased or not stressed, not pressured, as much as possible. So I saved it. I wrote my little diary. And what did I say? I feel like I probably wrote about this. Because knowing who I am, I probably did. Okay. March 23rd, 2024. What did I say? Hear me out. Here's my attempt to justify my purchase, that is the Gallup Strengths Finder test. In a chronological sense, the idea was first brought to my attention during the dinner session with my partner teacher. This all-revealing test had made its way back to my conscience when I was inevitably caught up in another routine, self-doubt, overthinking, should I retreat to medicine, whirlwind of a week. And after having the same damn conversation with Taro, I was tired of my brain and had wanted to make sense of it once and for all. For the sake of my sanity, for the sake of better use of whatever time I have left to do whatever I claim I wanted more efficiently. So yes, that's how I ended up typing my card number and submitting 82,500 won for a comprehensive test regarding my black hole of a brain. Hoping to see the light, to tame the tides. To be honest, all of this chaos felt like my own doing, and technically it has been, with so many opportunities and invite to spend time with coworkers with potentials to be closer. My calendar feels ever so cluttered, and I don't have enough time to just think or be still and enjoy my own presence because of the thought that they might disappear if I don't entertain the chance. I'm a bit lost. Or maybe I'm the one fanning the fire and starting the smog. Starting the smog? So yes, I really, truly hope for some clarity from this test. Well, for myself. I can't believe I just read you an entry of my diary. But yeah, I wrote that, and then I resumed to editing. I think I edited until 5, and I wanted to go to Uniqlo and then to Artbox to get some stuff for my friend. So I went to Uniqlo, didn't find the pieces that I wanted, surprisingly, because I did my research. Like, I saved the link and everything. I was like, okay, if I go, I want to maximize my time because I know that I was going to record this podcast tonight and have dinner with Taro. So time is of the essence. So I pop in Uniqlo, didn't find any of the pieces that I saw online. I was like, whoa. Then I decided to leave to go to Artbox. But then I ran into this cute little shop. It's called like Butter, I believe. It's called Butter. And I found this thing that it's like a cute little frog keychain. Like, I saw it. It was a glimpse at it. And I was like, wait. I paused. I walked into the store and I was like, wait, this is cute. Like, this is what I'm looking for. So I just picked up everything from there and then just went home, had chicken, watched an episode of Three Body Problem, trying my damn best to convince Taro to hop on the train. And he did. He liked it. And I'm like, great, finish this and then tell me what you think. And then I came back to record this podcast and have my brain just popped open. So that's that. Now that we're caught up to speed, I'm gonna hop onto the website because basically you buy the package and it comes with like reports, blah, blah, blah. I can tell you all about it, but let me log in first. Account setup. I mean, I already have an account, so hang on. Indicates required field. Role. I can be a staff. Organization. It's not for a business though. Can I just type whatever? What am I supposed to say? MI5? CIA? What if I just type in me? There's no way. There's no way. It's not here. Yeah, my company name is not here. Yeah, of course. Why would it be here? Can I just go back? Hold on. Let me just go back to logging in. Username. That's this. I don't want to register now. Just let me be. Strings finder test. Because I've already done this. Okay, let me tell you about the package. Learn more. Why is this one cheaper? Well, I already bought it, so it doesn't matter anymore. This is why you should never go back and look at the description after you get something, because then you're going to be like, did I mess up? Because I would like to not know. Once I complete something, I don't want to look at it again. Okay, Clifton Strength 34. That's the one I purchased. Clifton Strength 34 is the best way for you to understand your talents and maximize your potential. Use your unique access code to complete the Clifton Strengths assessment and unlock your full personalized report and other resources. So it comes with what does it come with? Okay, the Strengths 34 reports, your introduction e-learning module. We have a module? This interactive learning experience is a first step to understand how to develop your talents into strengths. During this 20 minutes online module, you use your personalized Clifton Strengths 34 result to learn how you can achieve your potentials by doing what you naturally do best. That is what I want to know, because my brain be a black hole. 3. Expert advice via Gallup Access. From redeeming your access code to reviewing your reports and completing your online learning module, your Clifton Strengths experience begins at Gallup Access. Use this online platform to get advice and articles that will help you make the most of your Clifton Strengths. Okay? Next, Clifton Strengths Top 5 Report. Get in-depth analysis of your top 5 Clifton Strengths themes, unique to your specific Clifton Strengths profile. This report describes who you are in astonishing detail and explains what makes you stand out. Next, your signature theme report. This report lists full descriptions of your top 5. Isn't it the same as the last one? So you can quickly reference your most dominant talents. Okay. Next, your theme sequence report. View all 34 of your Clifton Strengths theme in order and read brief description of each theme. Lastly, I have the Strengths Finder ebook. Okay, well, I've already purchased it. I'm just gonna go back in account, login. Please do not ask me to complete my, because I'm just going to write CIA. Are they really gonna make me do it again? It's loading. Let me play some elevator music. Ready? Do 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 do. Order history. It should be asking me to redeem it and my orders. If you say nothing, I'm throwing hands. You said nothing. Okay, let me go back to my email. See, I'm telling you, this is an all transparent experience. I'm telling you everything I'm doing up to this point. Okay, you have a Clifton Strengths product available. May purchase for something else? No, it's mine. Get my product. Oh, I'm getting a little bit nervous. Let me just hydrate. Thank you for redeeming your... Thank you for redeeming your access code to discover your full 34 theme profile. Click continue to take the CS assessment. Continue. Deep breaths. Please select one of the following options, then click continue. I feel like I'm narrating like a pick your own destiny thing. Take the Clifton Strengths assessment. Copy your results from a time you took the assessment using a different surname. No, I'm taking this. Continue. Please wait while your data is loaded. Please select your language preference. English USA, let's go. That's my throat, sorry. By answering the question of where you reside, Gallup is able to ensure we comply with all your privacy rights. Comply with all privacy rights you are granted under the law of your place of residence. I currently reside in South Korea. Let's see, South. Huh? Okay, can we do Republic of? Where's R? Where's Korea? Where is Korea? There we go, found it. Next. Consent statement. Welcome to Gallup's Clifton. I feel like I shouldn't be reading this. I volunteer, agree, and consent. Yes, I do. I accept. Let's move on. Welcome to the Clifton Strengths Assessment. Read the first page of instruction carefully before you begin. The assessment has 200 paired descriptors. Select the descriptor that fits you best and how strongly it describes you. You'll have 20 seconds to respond. 20 seconds to respond to each pair. The average completion time is 30 minutes. Click next to begin. Okay. What is your primary language? Well, currently is English. Next. The Clifton Strengths Assessment instruction. Okay, strongly describes me. Neutral. Strongly describes me. Strongly describes me. What the heck? There will be instances when both of the descriptors fit you. Choose the descriptor that seem to fit you best or more often. The assessment is timed. You have 20 seconds to make each choice. So, excuse me. Whew. Any more? 3 times a charm. Get the bad luck out of me. Okay, here's a sample question. Left side. I read all the instructions before the beginning. Strongly describes me. Or I jump into things. Strongly describes me. Okay, I read all the instructions before the beginning. Next. My friend asked me to tell stories. My friend asked for my advice. Huh? This one. Next. I'm a perfectionist. I am a person who gets things done. Oh God, I'm a perfectionist. I like spending time with futurists. I like spending time with historians. Oof. Oh. Dang. I'm gonna say leaning towards futurists. I strive to win first place. I enjoy playing the game. These days, I enjoy to play the games. Yeah, just enjoy the ride, man. Next, I've always worked hard. I'm slow but steady performer. I'm always worked hard, well, a little bit less than that. I think about what I do well. I think about what I must improve. Oh, I think about what I do well. I think about what I must improve. Think about what I do well. I'm a sensitive person. I'm a logical person. Oh God, describes. I am not 100% sensitive. I am logical at times, so I'm just gonna knock it 1 notch down. out just the right gift. I give gifts that anyone would like. Oof. No, my gifts are very personalized. So, next. Thanks, Car. Starting conversation is an effort for me. I get a rush from striking a conversation with a stranger. Yes and no. Neutral. This one I have to go neutral because it depends on the situation. I feel great about life. I feel I'm competent. I feel I'm a competent person. I do feel good about life. I don't feel great, so I'm gonna one notch down. I'm patient when someone struggles with what they're doing. I think people do better when someone pushes them. I am patient when someone struggles with what they're doing. Yes, strongly described it. I can make people feel like there's someone important to me. I can make people feel successful. I can make people feel like there's someone important to me. Next. My view of humanity guides my life. My ambition guides my life. Oh. My view of humanity guides my life. I'm not very ambitious, in a sense, good or bad. I find it satisfying when people confide in me. I want to be a leader of others. I do find it satisfying when people confide in me. I like to follow steps. I love looking things at different angles. Oh, I do love steps, but I also do love looking at things from different angles. I'm gonna say neutral for this one. It's a tug of war. I'm happiest when things are running smoothly. I'm happiest when I have a problem to solve. Listen, don't be lying now. I'm happiest when things are running smoothly. Following proven methods keep me from making mistakes that others have made. I'm good at reorganizing things to be more efficient. Following proven methods, but knock it down a notch. There are some tendencies for me to change things up. Every day I talk many times about my visions for the future, or I set aside planning time to think about the future. Every day I talk many times about my no, I set aside planning time to think about the future. I can get other people excited, or I can calm others down. Oh shoot, what if I'm both? What if I'm both? I think I do a better job. Oh, no. I can calm people down. I can get people excited. Oh, shoot. Because you have not responded to the question, we pause. Next. Sorry. Once I have made a decision, I have to act. I need to be sure I'm right before taking an action. Yep, second one is me. I concentrate harder than most people on what I want to get done. I go with the flow and keep an overview of issues. I concentrate harder than most people on what I want to get done. Huh? I concentrate harder on what. Everything happens for a reason, or coincidence and random have no special meanings. Oh dear, that's my splitting beliefs at the moment. I believe in both. I'm a good conversationalist. I'm a good listener. Oh, God. These days, I'm a better listener. It's natural for me to accept everybody. I tend to carefully select the people I spend time with. It is natural for me to accept everybody, but these days, I do tend to select. I'm a little bit more selective, so gonna lean towards that side. Always find new things that captures my interest. My friends have seldom disappointed me. What? I always find new things that capture my interest. Yes, my friends have seldom disappointed me. Oh God. Let's not get into my trust issues. I'm a very down-to-earth thinker, and I wisely rely on experts to help me find the right answer. I'm a creative, strategic thinker, and patterns and issues naturally emerge for me to see. I'm gonna ask an expert for this one. I'm fully alive, full of joy and delight. I'm aware of all the factors affecting the situation. I am aware of all the factors affecting the situation. I want to lead a large group of people. I help people see how they're connected. I'm gonna go with the second one. I sometimes intimidate others. Intimidate others. Well-known leaders intimidate me. Yes. Yes. I can put myself into someone else's life and understand what they're going through. I have an ability to love all people. I can put myself into someone's life and understand what they're going through. I have an ability to love all people. Oh God, I'm both. Huh. I push others to succeed. Not me. I make other people happy. Me. I'm a carefree person, or I'm more mature than my associates or friends. Neutral. This one I have to say neutral. Am I a carefree person? No, I care a lot. I act on every opportunity. Imagine. I'm careful to avoid making mistakes. Yeah, that's definitely me. We're about 18% done, by the way. By studying history, I can figure out the future. My future will be independent of my past. Oh, we're leaning towards the right. Okay. I'm part of something larger than myself. I'm a realistic person. I want to believe that my world is bigger than this. And that's something I've been telling myself lately. So I'm part of something larger than myself. Not 100%, but, closer to the left. I want work to be a way of life for me, or work is just a way to earn a living. Yep, that's me, the second one. I feel sad when someone doesn't like me, or I feel guilty when I do anything that I don't think is right. Oh, right. Next. I organize. I analyze. It's the shorter one that's scary. I organize more than I analyze. I'm spontaneous. I'm practical. Oh, God. ADHD or brain? I'm practical. I feel like I'm pretty practical. I seek out philosophical people. I like to associate with hardworking, achieving people. I do like philosophical people these days, but I do like hardworking and achieving people too. But these days, I'm stuck in my brain, so I'm gonna go with philosophical. I enjoy making others feel worthwhile. I enjoy making others feel successful. I enjoy making people feel worthwhile. I use instinct to solve problems, or I use exact, well-researched information. Oh. I do rely on information more than I trust my instincts, which is... I responded. Okay, I have a healthy skepticism about life. I believe I'm connected with all humankind. Healthy skepticism about life? What? I like to take things apart. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Are you testing my Asianness? If it's not broken, don't fix it. I prefer to be around people like me. I feel bad when other people are left out. Oh God, that was me when I was young. That was my biggest worry. I can keep up with most people, and I'm not driven to work harder or longer. I have great stamina and have always been known to work harder and longer than most people. I do work more, so only slightly to the right. Anything related to improving humankind gets my attention. Anything to do with athletics or entertainment gets my attention. What? I'm a very tidy person. I'm very stubborn. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not super duper tidy, physically wise, but mentally wise, I feel like I'm pretty... Nope, I'm gonna go with I'm very stubborn. At times I can be. People often share their feelings with me. Yes. I tend to have an objective outlook. Ooh. Yeah, left. I follow a written plan for my future, or I discover the future one day at a time. I do have a... don't lie. I do have a plan, but I discover it more them most. I focus on what I can achieve in the future, or I imagine how I will respond to whatever happens in the future. Oh, right, for sure. I stay connected to my long-term friends. Yes, I'm continuously expanding my network of friends. Nope, I stay connected to my long-term friends. I include everybody so I don't hurt anyone's feeling. I select my friends carefully. To the left, everything you own, the box to the left. My ego is not so large that I can be recognized as a credible, professional, successful person. It's very important to me to be recognized as a credible, professional, successful person. What? Doesn't matter that much to me. I enjoy understanding the cause of major wars around the world, or I enjoy thinking about what the world would be like in 50 years. Oh gosh. Yeah, more like the rights. I'm analytical about issues facing my life. I'm passionate about issues that affects my life. Passion more than analytical. I make progress by capitalizing on my talents. I make progress by overcoming my weaknesses. Ooh. I think my weaknesses are still there, so I haven't really overcame them. For me, everything has to be planned, or I prefer to go with the flow. Everything has to be planned. Are you kidding me? Yes, but leave some room for spontaneity. Next, I find different ways to get things done, or I prefer routine ways of getting things done. I do like routines. Next. Yeah, next. I feel bad when other people are left out. You asked me like 3 times already. We've confirmed that I'm a doormat. My favorite times are when I'm with good friends. Oh, that's new. I judge people based on their character, or I welcome everyone's. I would... Character. Happiness is money. Happiness is not about money. Strongly describes me. What happens today is the result of history. We invent the future one day at a time. I literally wrote this. In my thing. I would tell you if I have time, but it's literally in my diary. I love it when things are working perfectly, or I love the process of fixing things. I do like fixing things. Yeah, it gives you a great sense of accomplishment. I rely on experts to help me find the right answers, or answers and issues naturally emerge for me to see. I'm gonna say I rely on experts to help me. I'm very generous in giving praise. Yep. I'm selective in giving. Why would you just give it? It's free. I'm never fully satisfied unless I'm number 1 in competitions, or I'm happy to be among with the top group in competition. To the right, to the right. I'm good at figuring out how people who are very different can work together, or I'm good at treating everyone equally. Right. I try to stay within my comfort zone, or I'm a thrill seeker. Yeah, I try to stay within my comfort zone. Which, good and bad. I can see other people, I can sense other people's feeling, or I love discussing big ideas. I can sense other people's feeling, yes. I'm always thinking about how to be more efficient, or I follow a regular routine. I do follow a regular routine. I trust my heart for important decisions, or I use my head. We were talking about this, well, we, as in me and me. The heart is just an organ that pumps blood, but we often associate like emotional responses, which should be your brain. I respond to things as they occurred. I prioritize things, then act. Ooh, I do prioritize a little bit, but I kind of respond to things when they occur. I like everybody, or I want everybody to like me. Ooh. The silence is deafening. I'm driven by my goals, or I'm driven by my mission. Mission? What? I set performance objectives each week. My work is determined by the demands of the day. Yeah, that. I like to take care of the present, or I live for the future. I like to take care of the present. I have to force myself to study. or I can concentrate on the things in which I'm interested. I can concentrate on the things in which I'm interested. Yes, if I'm not interested, I don't care. Being trustworthy is important. Being successful is important. Being trustworthy is important. I accept what life gives me. I like to get perspective by seeing patterns emerge. I like to get perspective. Huh? I study what motivates other people, or I'm introspective. I follow a routine, or I'm zestful. I do get a little zesty, but most of the time I follow a routine, so. Next, I'm passionate about education, or I'm passionate about eliminating violence. Ooh. Whoa. I like to be heard, or I like to listen. Damn. That's deep. It's always best to be careful. Oh yeah, I'm an open-minded person. I'm both! How could you say that? How could you say that? I'm very satisfied with my progress in life, or I worry about my future. Oh, I worry about my future 100%. I like to talk, or I like to think. Apparently, I like to talk. Apparently, I like to talk. Apparently, but I also like to think. Okay, dial it back a little bit. I pay close attention to people's feelings, or I pay close attention to details. You are so mean. I do both. I do both. Neutral. Insane. Insanity. I'm very down-to-earth thinker, or I'm creative strategic thinker. What do you mean by down-to-earth thinker? I seek out people who will be honest with me about my weaknesses. I choose to associate with people who appreciate my strengths. Taro, you listening? I have to take care of myself first, or I feel a need to sacrifice for the sake of others. You know, I've done that for all my life. It's time to put myself first. I'm extremely social, or I like to work hard with friends. What kind of option is this? I'm extremely social? No. I like to work hard with friends. I'm never at a loss for words. It's hard for me to talk about myself. I'm never at a loss for words. Yes. I'm a carefree person, or I'm a serious person. I'm pretty carefree. Life's too short to be uptight. I love to study, or I live to go out. Oh, yeah, neither. I'm often forgetful. Oh my gosh. Taro, don't listen to this. My nature is to check as often as necessary to be sure everything is in order. Oh God, that is me. Down to the T. I'm a keen observer of the differences between people, or I treat people. I do see differences between people. But I do. Overcoming weaknesses and removing deficiency is my way of achieving, or building on my talents is my way of achieving. Yeah. When something goes wrong, I see an opportunity. Problems cause me a lot of stress. Yeah, problems cause me a lot of stress. I'm outgoing, or I can be outgoing when I need to be. Oh my God, this is me. I want as many friends as possible. Yeah, no, not that. I want a few deep friendships that are very important to me. Yes, that. It is sometimes justifiable to bend the truth, or it is never justifiable to tell a lie. It is sometimes justifiable to bend the truth. Yep, that's called a white lie. I want a few friends that I know a lot about, or I'm always building new friendship. I want a few friends that I know a lot about. I have been known for my neatness. Yes. I have been known for my sense of humor. Also, yes. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Neutral. I'm creating my future. I study what the future holds for me. I am creating my future. I like to challenge people, or I like to encourage people. I don't like to challenge people. I'm very not confrontational. I'm a very private person, or my life is an open book. Pretty private, not very private. I'm generous, or I'm a What's a thrifty? What's a thrifty? I'm a leader, or I'm a high achiever. I'm gonna say a high achiever. but not a leader. I sometimes flatter others. Sometimes conscientious. What does conscientious translate? 勤勉认真的. Okay. I can study for as long as it takes, or I have a really short attention span. I'm careful. Are they going to diagnose me with ADHD here? Or I'm careful not to give out too much praise and recognition, so when I do, it really means something. I'm generous with my praise and recognition with people who are in work. Yeah. I get it. I like large gatherings where everyone is welcomed. I like small gatherings with close friends. Yes. I have a purpose for my life, where my life is very enjoyable. I do feel like there's a purpose, but my life is also very enjoyable, so I'm going to go with neutral. I enjoy philosophical discussions. I enjoy goal-setting conferences. I like philosophical discussions. You know what? I like to be alone. I'm missing my friends. Oh. Neutral. Am I recording? Good, because if we're not, I'm not about to do this again. I can't even do it again. I visualize the future, or I understand what caused the present circumstances. I do understand what caused the present circumstances. It is easy for me to admit the truth about myself. No, I struggle to be honest with myself. Yes. I am not afraid to talk about who I am. I'm very careful in talking about my private life. I'm not afraid to talk about who I am. I'm very careful about talking about my private life. As a child, I was quite aggressive and independent. As a child, I fit in well and caused no problem with peers or adults. Yep. Humorous kid, easygoing. I like to entertain. I like to go to athletic events. Both, so neutral. My actions are guided by my values. Yes, I'm always open to new experiences. Not always, but my actions are guided by my values, 100%. I encourage others to think things through. I encourage others to take action. I encourage others to think things through. Think about it. I seek the guidance of others who know the right things to do. Yes, no matter the situation, I naturally know what the right thing is to do. No, I don't trust myself. People who have not figured out their goals irritate me. I am those who have not figured out their goal. I don't like to be around with people who can't relax. Ooh. Yikes. I choose easy course. I choose challenging course. We all know where I'm going. I dislike deadlines. My responsibilities keep me going. Yes. Yeah, if I have a deadline, I encourage people. I strengthen people. I am too trusting of others, or I'm too ambitious. I'm too trusting of others. Too ambitious. Let's be honest now. What has happened in the past inspires me. Well, what can be achieved in the future inspires me. Neither. Last minute pressure focuses my mind. My thinking is clearer when I get things done ahead of time. Last minute pressure. Diamonds are made under pressure. That's the saying that, got me through college. I think most people would steal if the conditions are right. I believe that people who steal should be punished. Guys, there's a third perspective here that you're missing. I need to feel excited about my work. Acceptance is my greatest need. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is a whole lot of trauma that just surfacing on. I'm a reasonable person. I'm a responsible person. Am I? I like to think I'm a responsible person. But I'm also pretty reasonable. Most of my thoughts and energies are within the here and nows. I try to learn as much as I can by saying, no, here and now, boo-boo, here and now. I'm satisfied when I do the best I can. I'm driven to make a difference in the world. Do the best I can. I have a great desire to learn, or I need to be known and understood. I think a lot about cause and effect relationships. I take things as they go. I think a lot about cause and effect relationships. Figuring out why I failed, or enjoying present successes. enjoying present successes. Helping others fills me with purpose. People should be free to live life as they choose. I seek responsibility. I strive for promotion. No, neither. I am agreeable with people, or I take risks. I am agreeable with people. I spend 25% of my time thinking about the future. I spend 75% of my time thinking about the future. Oh, what? Does worrying count as thinking? Because then I spend 70% of my time worrying about the future, then that would be right. I inspire friends to make things happen, or I bring harmony to people who are working together. I like things that are predictable. I find change exciting. Predictability, baby. When I take into account of all the work I do, my typical working week is 35 to 50 hours. What? Oh. Huh. I'm lighthearted, or I'm serious. Pretty lighthearted. Life's chill. It's easy. Life is not chill. It's easy for me to start new tasks. My problem is getting projects finished. Oh God, my problem is getting projects finished. It is easy for me to start new tasks, but also my problem is getting projects finished. I can get along with anybody, yes. I select my friends carefully. Also, yes. I cry easily. I'm tough-minded. I am an observer of life, or I want to control the events of my life. I am an observer of life. When I need to, I can concentrate on my work for hours at a time. Yes. An hour is about a maximum amount I can concentrate on work and study. No. When I need to. Yeah, when I need to. I'm a top achiever. I consistently deliver positive results. What is that? Aren't they? I can outsmart other people, or many people intimidate me. What? This kind of, it's like, it's not even comparing apples to apples. It's like apples to oranges and bananas and pineapple. And I'm like, what? And then it's like comparing it to like green beans. Oh, dear. I'm at my best when I have several things going on at the same time. It's called being overwhelmed and having ADHD. I focus on one thing at a time. I think these days I'm becoming more monotask. I make it a point to try to be healthy, or I seek out new experiences. I try to be healthy. These days, I'm getting old. I'm a good initiator. I always follow through. I'm gonna say I follow through more than I initiate. I'm good at enlisting people for projects, or I'm good at thinking up new projects. Good at thinking up new projects, but numbers are in my mind a lot. I often reflect the beauty I've seen. Oh yeah, hell yeah. The world is beautiful. I prefer intellectual discussions. I prefer to talk about sports or entertainment. I like intellectual discussions. Sports is cool too. The words I use are intellectually stimulating. My vocabulary consists of practical use. Words, yes. My language consists of short, simple words. I tend to use many abstract, complex words. It's easy for me to put my thoughts into words. At times I have trouble. No. I love to read. I like to figure out how things work. Neutral. My mind is always going. I need to be physically active. I need to be physically active? What? Neutral. I like lectures. I like discussion. I like discussion groups. I like to study. Well, how many times are you gonna... I get thrill from discovering a pattern in data. Neither. I have a craving to know more. I have a craving to be rich. Neither. No more. I don't have a craving for it. I always make deadlines. I follow through and do what I said I would do. Work, always. Life, no. A new idea makes my day. Yes. Completing tasks expected makes my day. Whenever I'm in the group, I seem to have more ideas than others. Whenever I'm in the group, I seem to be the best prepared. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? I never stop absorbing information. I have a gift for simplifying complexities. Winning is everything, or doing it right is everything. My philosophy guides my life. My life is guided by me. What? My philosophy guides my life, or my life is guided by me. Oh, wow. Why is this timed? Why can I think about this? I spend at least 5 hours or more thinking about each week. I like to be with people. What? This is like another... I know my strengths better than my weaknesses. I know my weaknesses better than my strengths. I know my weaknesses better than my strengths. An interruption can be a worthwhile surprise. My priorities are always clear. Understanding the past is vital to having confidence in the future. I can't change the past, so I focus on today. In life, there are no consequences. Whoa. In life, there are no coincidences. Jeez. Not everything has special meanings. Neutral. I believe in both. If I get a bonus at work, I would prefer $1,000 now. If I get a bonus at work, I would prefer $100 per month for 1 year. They're the same. Wait, they're not the same. I like to figure out, but I don't really care. I like to figure out why I failed, or I enjoy my successes. Meeting new people gives me... sorry. Meeting new people gives me energy. I regularly spend time with close friends. My life is like a book I keep writing exciting chapters for, or sometimes I feel like life is moving too fast. Life is like a book I keep writing exciting chapters for. Oh, hang on. Let me just rehydrate for a second. By the way, we're about 91% done, so we're almost finished. But I'm getting more and more nervous. I'm gonna calm down. Think objectively and honestly. Don't think too hard. It's not that deep. I have a clear set of guidelines that I live by. The world is full of interesting things, and I want to try them all. Full of interesting things. I don't want to try them all, though. I like to focus on what I do best. It's important to be well-rounded. I like to repair things, or I find troubleshooting. I do like to repair things. I'm always thinking one step ahead. My feelings guide my decisions. Oh, I'm both. I am both. When I make plans, I think about different possible outcomes. Oh yeah, that's definitely me. I tend to be cautious. Calculated risks. No, I tend to be cautious. Get the risk out of here. Living in the past is a waste of time. Those who do not learn from histories are doomed to repeat it. Does not relate to me. We should live our lives as examples for others. The purpose of life is to be happy. I wouldn't say happy, but the purpose of life is to live. Whew, I can keep track of everything in the midst of chaos. I prefer not to multitask. I can keep track of stuff pretty. I like managing dynamic situations with many variables, or I like it best when things are simple and straightforward. Yes. Making decisions too quickly is reckless. I don't like to wait for things to happen. I love routines. I'm spontaneous. Do you even know me? Okay, overcoming weakness is how. Oh, we did this one before. Overcoming weaknesses is how I succeed, or developing my talent is how I succeed. Okay. If I play the lottery, I choose my own numbers. If I play the lottery, I use whatever number I'm given. Huh? Why don't you pick your number? I do my best work while working from home or no. I do my best work when other people are supportive work. And yes. I don't trust myself at home. If I get a surprise bill, I would prefer to pay. Oh, bill. Yeah. I thought you meant bonus. Maybe it was bonus before. I think people should be more logical. It's very easy for me to understand a person's feeling. Yes. Oh my god, that's it. Thank you for participating. Oh. What now? What is this? I wish I could show you what it looks like, but it looks like a strand of DNA. And my top 5 are all blue. My top 5 are all blue with 1 orange. Okay. Damn. I don't even know how to read this. Let me do the best I can. You lead with relationship building themes. Okay, those who lead through relationship building are the essential glue that holds a team together. Without these strengths on a team, in many cases, the group is simply a composite of individuals. In contrast, leaders with exceptional relationship building strengths have the unique ability to create groups and organizations that are much greater than the sum of their parts. Okay, so my top 5. My number 1, I'm a developer, whatever that means. Can I click on it? Yes. Developer. You see the potential in others. Very often, in fact, potential is all you see. In your view, no individual is fully formed. On the contrary, each individual is a work in progress, alive with possibilities. And you are drawn towards people for this very reason. When you interact with others, your goal is to help them experience success. You look for ways to challenge them. You devise interesting experiences that can stretch them and help them grow. And all the while, you are on the lookout for the signs of growth, a new behavior learned or modified, a slight improvement in the skill, a glimpse of excellence or flow, where previously there were only halting steps. For you, these small increments, invisible to some, are clear signs of potential being realized. These signs of growth in others are your fuel. They bring you strength and satisfaction. Over time, many will seek you out for help and encouragement because on some level they know that your helpfulness is both genuine and fulfilling to you. Okay, what's my second one? Second one, relator. Okay. Relator describes your attitude towards your relationships. In simpler terms, the relator theme pulls you towards people you already know. You do not necessarily shy away from meeting new people. In fact, you may have other themes that cause you to enjoy the thrill of turning to strangers into friends. But you do thrive on a great deal of pleasure and strength from being around your close friends. You're comfortable with intimacy. Once the initial connection has been made, you deliberately encourage deepening of the relationship. You want to understand their feelings, their goals, their fears, and their dreams, and you want them to understand yours. You know that this kind of closeness implies a certain amount of risks. You might be taken advantage of, but you're willing to accept that risk. Stop talking. For you, a friendship has value only if it's genuine. Stop talking. And the only way to know that is to entrust yourself to the other person. The more you share with each other, the more you risk together. The more you risk together, the more each of you proves your caring is genuine. These are your steps towards real friendship, and you take them willingly. That makes sense. I don't know about the developer part, but relator, yes. Realtor. We were talking about my coworker, and now we're talking about house hunting because she's house hunting. So, sorry. Number three, empathy. Yay, my top three. Hey, I knew you were gonna be here. Okay, empathy. You can sense the emotions of those around you. You can feel what they are feeling, and as though their feelings are your own. Intuitively, you are able to see the world through their eyes and share their perspective. You do not necessarily agree with each person's perspective. You do not necessarily feel pity for each person's predicament. This would be sympathy. Yeah, not empathy. You do not necessarily condone the choices each person makes, but you do understand. This instinctive ability to understand is powerful. You hear their unvoiced questions. You anticipate the need. Where others grapple for words, you seem to find the right words in the right tone. You help people find the right phrase to express their feelings, to themselves as well as to others. You help them give voice to their emotional life, for all the reasons other people are drawn to you. Okay, number four, positivity. Oh, yes. You're generous with praise, quick to smile, and always on the lookout for the positives in the situation. Some call you lighthearted, others just wish that their glass were as full as yours seemed to be. But either way, people want to be around you. The world looks better around you because your enthusiasm is contagious. Lacking your energy and optimism, some find their world drab with repetition or worse, heavy with pressure. You seem to find a way to lighten their spirit. You inject drama into every project. You celebrate every achievement. You find ways to make everything more exciting and more vital. Some cynics may reject your energy, but you are rarely dragged down. Your positivity won't allow it. Somehow you can't quite escape your conviction that it is good to be alive, that work can be fun, and that no matter what the setbacks, one must never lose one's sense of humor. Yes. What's my last one? Number five, maximizer. What does that mean? Excellent, not average, is your measure. Ah, I know. I know what this means now. Taking something from below average to slightly above average takes a great deal of effort and, in your opinion, is not very rewarding. Transforming something strong into something superb takes just as much effort, but it is much more thrilling. Strengths, whether yours or someone else's, fascinates you. Like a diver after pearls, you search them out. Watch for the telltale signs of strength. A glimpse of untutored excellence, rapid learning, a skill master without recourse to steps. All these are clues that a strength may be in play. And having found a strength, you feel compelled to nurture it, refine it, and stretch it towards excellence. You polish the pearl until it shines. This natural sorting of strengths means that others see you as discriminating. You choose to spend more time with people who appreciate your particular strengths. Likewise, you're attracted to others who seem to have found and cultivate their own strengths. You tend to avoid those who want to fix you and make you well-rounded. Carl. You don't want to spend your life bemoaning what you lack. Rather, you want to capitalize on the gifts which you are blessed. Yes, it is more fun, more productive, and counterintuitively, it is more demanding. Yes, those were my top five. What's next? Adaptability, that's from relationship building. 7, responsibility. Yeah. 8, connectedness, belief, harmony. Yep. Communication, discipline. Oh, discipline is higher than I thought. Individualization, consistency, strategic, achiever, includer, learner, input, deliberative, intellection, analytical, ideation, arranger. What's an arranger? You are a conductor. When faced with a complex situation involving many factors, you enjoy managing all the variables, aligning and realigning them until you're sure you have arranged them in the most productive configuration possible. In your mind, there's nothing special about what you are doing. You're simply trying to figure out the best way to get things done. But others, lacking this theme, will be in all of your ability. How can you keep so many things in your head at once? They will ask, how can you stay so flexible, so willing to shelve well-laid plans in favor of some brand new configuration that had just occurred to you? But you cannot imagine behaving any other way. You are a shining example of effective flexibility. Whether you are changing travel schedules at the last minute because of a better fare has popped up, oh, that's stressful, or mulling over just the right combination of people and resources to accomplish a new project. From From the mundane to the complex, you're always looking for the perfect configuration. Of course, you're at your best dynamic situations. Confronted with unexpected, some complain that plans devised with such care cannot be changed, while others take refuge in existing rules or procedures. You don't do either. Instead, you jump into the confusion, devising new options, hunting for new paths or of least resistance and figuring out new partnerships, because after all, there might just be a better way. Yeah, no wonder this one's low for me. That's like 24. Okay, where is it? Where was it? Where was it? Ranger. Okay. Woo. What is a woo? Woo. Woo stands for winning others over. You enjoy the challenge of meeting new people and getting them to like you. Strangers are rarely intimidating to you. On the contrary, strangers can be energizing. You're drawn to them. You want to learn their names, ask them questions, and find some area of common interest so that, yeah, this is low for me. Woo. That was cute though. Woo. Okay. Restorative. Futuristic. What is futuristic? Wouldn't it be better if you're the kind of person who loves to peer over the horizon? The future fascinates you. No, the future worries me. I'm moving on. Futuristic, focus, self-assurance. Yeah, self-assurance is low for me. Significance is low for me. We're like moving into the 30s. Competition is low for me. Command is low for me. Activator. So the whole influencing chunk is low for me. Activator is low for me. Context. What's a context? You look back. You look back because that's where the answers lie. Yeah, no wonder that's low for me. Okay, so what do? Let me look at the top 5 for leaders report. No, view my reports. Complete on-demand learning. Send a digital drop. What's a digital drop? Choose a drop color. Orange. Okay. Filling someone's bucket is easy. Pick a color and type a message below to create a personalized drop for a friend. Oh, not now. I don't have the mental capacity for that. I'll send it later. Create my certificate. If you do not see a print dialog for your certificate, click the link below to use your browser to print command. Click here to print. Nothing is printing. Nothing is printing, bro. Let me download this. Pew. Oh dear. Here we go. You lead with... I'm so blue. It's not... like, I wish you could see my DNA strand is hella blue. Oh, your Clifton Strength 34 results. You're uniquely powerful. Your distinct Clifton Strength 34 profile sets you apart from everyone else. This is your talent's DNA, shown in rank order based on your responses to the assessment. Use this report to make the most of your strongest Clifton Strength theme. Navigate the rest and maximize your infinite potential. Read and reflect on your results to understand what you naturally do best. Learn how to apply your strongths every day. Share your results with others to create a stronger relationships and improve teamwork. Does it really? Developer, relator, empathy, positivity, maximizer, adaptability. Oh, that's my top 10, I suppose. Responsibility, connectedness, belief. What is this purple one? Belief. How you can thrive. You have certain core values that are unchanging. Yes. Out of these values emerges defined purpose for your life. Why you succeed using belief. Your core values guide you and gives you purpose. You provide clarity, conviction, and stability by living your values. 10. Harmony. How you thrive. You look for consensus. You don't enjoy conflict. Yep. Rather, you seek areas of agreement. Why you succeed using harmony. You are naturally practical and prefer emotional balance. Yes. You can prevent argument before they start by quickly helping others find common ground and a resolution. Yes. Damn. What is a weakness? Gallup defines a weakness as anything that can get in the way of your success. How do I do that? Man, I don't. I'm so blue. Like, I keep saying this, but I'm just so blue. My chart is so blue. It's so relationship building and then a little bit of executing. And executing is the second most. And by second most, it's not even like a fair assessment because think of it like a line. Half of the line, like 55% of the line, is relationship building. And then executing is like, what's half of 50 divided by 3? What's 50 divided? Hey Siri, what's 50 divided by 3?
50 divided by 3 is approximately 16.6666.
Okay, so like 18% is executing, and then freaking 14% is influencing, and then the rest is strategic thinking. Whoa. I suddenly pull up a print screen. I don't need that right now. Yeah. Yeah. How you can thrive with your top. Oh, this is so blue. I keep saying this. Oh man, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. This Oh, let me go back to my first one. Let's have some happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, Julie. Happy thoughts. Developer. Why is developer my first thing? What is it about? You recognize and cultivate the potential in others. You spot the signs of each small improvement and derive satisfaction from evidence of progress. Okay, why your developer is unique. Driven by your talents, you inspire people by accepting each one for who he or she is. Often, your words of approval fill individual with courage and renewed hope. Instinctively, you have little need to draw attention to yourself and to your accomplishments. Instead, you lavish compliments on your associates. You support them in their projects with your words and deeds. You're more likely to acknowledge the talents and contributions of easygoing individuals who refuse to take themselves too seriously. Okay? It's very likely that you derive a lot of pleasure from opening people's eyes to their own worth, merits, value, or moments of excellence. You actually know this is a gift you have that others lack. As a result, you probably feel impelled to frequently use it. I didn't, but thanks. By nature, you use your common sense every day. You can also determine the emotions of people. Yes, these insights help you know what to say and do when you interact with someone. Yeah. Chances are good that you encourage individuals by expressing confidence in them. You comment favorably about their knowledge, skills, talents, or successes. You undoubtedly feel life is grand when your words of encouragement and support motivate someone to excel or attend something for their first time. Yes. Why you succeed using developer. You see the raw potential in people and even small signs of progress as you actively invest in their development. Your encouragement helps them learn, grow, and improve. Watch out for blind spots. You may become overinvested in someone's development and feel personally responsible if they're struggling. Except that sometimes their best option for them is for them to find their... Rebecca, are you listening? Be careful not to devote so much time to other people that you forget to invest in your own development. Remember that you can't help others if you don't take time to work on yourself. Noted. 2. Relator. You enjoy close relationship with others. You find deep satisfaction in working hard with friends to achieve a goal. It's very likely that you embody if you want to get something done, ask a busy person. You deliver peak performance when you can tackle a task. You experience tremendous satisfaction each time you accomplish something. Yes, you probably like being held accountable for your actions and words. Is that for better or worse? Because I don't know. Oh, oops. What did I do? I accidentally did something. Hang on. Yikes. Julie. Oh, whew. Clicked on something wrong. By nature, you're aware of the importance of close friendships, and you do your best to make time for those relationships, absolutely. Driven by your talents, you may feel more optimistic about life when you surround yourself with a truthful and upright person. Ooh, People. Perhaps you keep your distance from deceitful and unethical individuals. Chances are good that you thrive in settings where you accomplish things. Of course, you have your own step-by-step way of performing repetitive tasks. As long as you can stick to your preferred plan of action, you usually enjoy handling the details and deadline related to jobs, chores, projects, hobbies, assignments, or errands. Because of your strengths, you're frequently sought out by people whom you've gotten to know on a personal basis. They come back to you again and again because they trust your judgment. Many of them realize you tailor your words of wisdom to fit their unique needs, strengths, limitations, goals, or personalities. Okay? Why you succeed using a relator. You naturally form genuine and mutually rewarding one-on-one relationships. Your authenticity allows you to build close, long-lasting connections that foster trust and confidence. Watch out for blind spots, because relators typically do not trust others implicably, and people have to earn your trust over time. Some may think you're hard to get to know. Be aware of this perception with new people you meet, as well as with people you see every day. Okay? Your tendency to spend more time with people you know best might give the impression that you are exclusive or unfriendly to those outside your inner circle. Consider that you might be missing out on the benefits of widening the circle and getting to know more people. Noted? 3. Empathy. Empathy. You can sense other people's feelings by imagining yourself in others' lives or situations. Yes. Okay? Instinctively, you may be emotionally attuned to what is going on in your own or others' lives. Perhaps you concentrate on what is good. Sometimes you search for the best in people, experiences, assignments, or situations. Maybe you strive to fill certain individuals with joy. Occasionally, you find ways to unburden them of their anxieties, frustrations, sadness, disappointments, fears, or anger. By nature, you yearn to be thought of affectionately by most people. This explains why you search for ways to fill the lives of others with joy. Because of your strengths, you notice that people feel comfortable telling you their innermost thoughts and feelings. Often you sense the moods of individuals without them having to say a word. As a result, you can ask questions and bring up and introduce topics with people who naturally reserved, timid, or shy. Driven by your talents, you might question the person's thinking or action, even if you sense your candor makes the individual feel a bit uncomfortable. Sometimes you combine your straightforward style with your caring nature. Perhaps you raise certain issues some people prefer to ignore. Particular family members, friends, colleagues, or classmates may count on you to confront emotionally charged situations or deal with demanding individuals. It's very likely that you occasionally reflect how you felt about specific experiences as they occurred. Yes, because oh my gosh, speaking of that, let me read you what I wrote. What did I say? I started to fall into my black hole of a brain in February, the end of February, February 24th. I said, what did I say? Looking back on the weeks that have passed thus far, it feels overwhelming, but in a good way. I feel overwhelmed with the emotions I felt. It was like my senses were on overdrive and perceptions magnified. I was feeling so much. I would sense it like the surface tension of water, guarding every droplet under its invisible brace. Naturally, I was honestly a bit scared to be so sensitive and tender to the touch of life. Yet I feel so full in contentment. I haven't been as active as I'd like to see myself being creatively, but I was enjoying myself and the life I find around me, albeit with equal amount of guilt. Is my productivity at price for a happier life? Probably not. Nothing would ever replace how much life I feel in from the moments whilst creating my own visions through my crafts. So I keep living and keep creating too. Let life linger and breathe arts into the mundane. I think those emotions have simmered long enough for us to move on. Well then, see you in the next chapter. And then a few days ago, maybe within a week, last week, I said that was when my friends visited, and I was fully drowning in my head about should I go back to medicine or the States, XYZ. And then I talked to I talked to Taro about it. What did I say? I had just gone to his exhibition that day, and I wrote, Taro helped me open a chasm that could. What did I say? Okay, I think the catalyst of my creative awakening had always been him. Taro helped open the chasm that could then be filled with so much passion. Proud is an understatement of how I regard him and his works. The talks of retreating, or rather having the thought to retrieve my previous path pursuing medicine, was a slap in the forehead by yours truly. Comfort in what we know doesn't deter us from misery. The world where we truly belong isn't found, it has to be built. And I've been playing a game of hot potato with the bricks and mortar, dipping in and out while calling myself a player when I'm putting in the game time, the equivalent of a bencher. Yeah. Anyways, it's very likely that you occasionally reflect on how you felt about specific experiences as they occurred. Sometimes you ponder how you felt afterward. Perhaps your emotional awareness sharpens your thinking. You might be doubly blessed if you think with your head and feel with your heart. Okay, that's an insult. You have great emotional depth. Your awareness of the expression, value, and implications of others' emotion makes them feel like you understand them. Watch out for blind spots. Pay attention to your energy levels. Constantly experiencing others' emotion can be draining. Yes. So try to occasionally disconnect from all the emotions so you don't get burned out. Because you're so sensitive to others' emotions, some people might think you're prying or over involved in their lives. Be careful not to overstep when other people prefer to keep their feelings to themselves. That's a good one. Thank you. 4, positivity. We're only going to go to 5 because I'm not about to tell you my whole life. By nature, you sometimes exhibit a readiness and a willingness to master. Wait, hold on. You have contagious enthusiasm. You're upbeat and can get others excited about what they're going to do. By nature, you sometimes exhibit readiness and willingness to master certain kind of new information or skills. Perhaps your curiosity causes you to be more optimistic about your ability to cope with change. Instinctively, you might be regarded by some people as a business-like person. Perhaps you feel confident about yourself and in life in general when certain individuals tell you how much they value your no-nonsense approach. Driven by your talents, you may exhibit tender feelings for all sorts of people. The affection you feel for certain individuals may prompt you to draw them into conversations or group activities. Perhaps your kind words or good deeds help you appreciate life a bit more than some do. It's very likely that you might be content with your results when you can honestly say you are producing as much as you can. Perhaps you maintain an optimistic outlook on life regardless of the value some people place on your results. Because of your strengths, you might be especially aware of the good things in your life. Why? Maybe you pay attention to the people and the environment around you. Yep. Maybe you express feelings of gratitude more often than some individuals do. Yep. Why you succeed using positivity? Well, you have an infectious energy and enthusiasm. As someone who offers genuine encouragement and optimistic outlook on life, you have the power to make people feel better when you're around. Watch out for blind spots. Sometimes your optimism and generosity with praise might come off as superficial, naive, or insincere. Make sure your positivity and admirations are always genuine. You can do more damage with false praise than with criticism. Be careful not to point out the positive side of a bad situation before others have the chance to fully vent. Oh, okay. Acknowledge that sometimes people are not ready to hear the bright side and just need you to listen. Got it. Thank you. Last one, maximizer. You focus on the strengths as a way to stimulate personal and group excellence. You seek to transform something strong into something superb. These strengths insights are not that. It is very likely that you may choose to become well acquainted with only certain people. Periodically, you discover someone else's unique qualities, personality traits, interests, or strengths. You might position the person for success when you know what drives them or her to produce outstanding results. Wait, what? You might position the person for success. Maybe you realize that specific techniques you use with one person are unlikely to inspire everyone. Yes, by nature, you exhibit an awareness about what you do and do not do well. You trust your instincts on this regard. Over time, you have progressed faster and move further by relying on your talents. You simply refuse to risk losing confidence in yourself by tackling assignments for which you lack the talent, even when you may possess some relevant knowledge, skills, or experience. I think that's accurate. Because of your strengths, you now and then yearn to finish first or be the best. Perhaps you carefully select the contest you enter. You might capitalize on your strength to emerge victorious. Sometimes you intentionally avoid situations that require knowledge, skills, and or talents you know you lack. Yep. Driven by your talents, you sometimes invest energy helping individuals value their accomplishments. Perhaps you direct their attention to what they do well. Maybe some of them begin to see their good points because of your interest. Chances are good that you may have a reputation for being a hard worker. I'm just going to stop reading there. Perhaps this is because you ensure that your work matches your talents and because you seek to develop strengths so you can accomplish even more tomorrow. While you succeed using Maximizer, you focus on quality and you prefer working with and for the best. By seeing what each person naturally does best and empowering them to do it, you make individuals, teams, and groups better. Watch out for blind spots. Your desire to exhaust all possible outcomes can frustrate those who want to come to a good, suitable conclusion and move forward. Sometimes you will need to accept that good enough is adequate and appropriate. You might be disappointed when the project or initiative falls short of your definition of excellence. Yeah, try not to get discouraged when you have to work on or sign off on something that is acceptable but not ideal in your eyes. Okay, I'm looking at my hella blue DNA. I think I'll read a little bit more into it on my own instead of sharing it with whoever comes across this podcast. But I feel seen. I feel like I just got an x-ray and I'm seeing a lot of things that I didn't know I had before. It's like detecting a tumor and you don't know if it's, good or bad yet. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to decompress, but it's been a long podcast. We've read through every single questions, and that was pretty eye-opening, and my brain feels a little drained as well. I'm at a loss for words. But I do need to get to bed and finish writing my card and just quickly skim through my traits. Wow, the silence is silencing. I think I'm done. So to wrap this up, there's no other way to do it. Thank you for listening to the 80th podcast of Lactose Intolerant. It's been a long time, and I will probably apologize. I better apologize in the previous podcast for leaving you hanging for so long. I've had so many people reach out to me saying, hey, what's going on with your podcast? You doing good? Yes, I was just taking some time, to enjoy life, and I have really, truly. I feel very blessed for the months that I've get to live, both adjusting at work and meeting new people. I've connected with a lot more new people this year than I have like last year combined, and it has been a very rewarding but also terrifying experience. It all feels so foreign to me. It's like using a different muscle, and I do feel drained, and I'm still trying to find that balance between my creative work and life as well as work. So I'm doing it. I'm trying my best, and I'm also taking Korean classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so my time is even more limited. But at the end of the day, those can be seen as excuses. It's like the version of, if he wanted to, he would. It's like, Julie, if you wanted to, you would make time. Stop scrolling and looking at memes and stuff and start doing what matters. So I hope this test, going through the tests and telling you a little bit about my traits, inspires you to find out your own. This is not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. Listen, I'm doing this test because I thought, it's almost my birthday and I just wanted to have a brand new cycle of just opinions and insight into who I am, who I have been as a person, and perhaps acknowledging them can help me move forward and diverge, just help me find a new path, or I don't know, set me in a new course that will bring new beginnings. So hope you've been well, taking care of yourself, hydrate, exercise. Don't forget to stay connected with people close to you. Don't be afraid to express your feelings. And I'm excited to see what else I have to tell you a week later. Yes, we're going to jump back onto that weekly thing. Need to keep myself accountable as well, because I feel like I've been bottling up a lot of my emotions too. I think it'll be good to share it and vent it the way this podcast was, imagined to be. So yeah, that's it. Take care. I will see you next week.